What up, YouTube? It's IKG, formerly known as No Chains, and I'm back with another commentary. And this is another episode of my Minnesota Vikings Connected franchise here in Madden 25. And I just want to apologize for the shortage of videos throughout the last week. As you guys know, I'm a big Cincinnati Bengals fan, and we got eliminated from the playoffs in a game that we very, very well should have won. And I mean, we're at home, we're 8-0 at home, and then we let the Chargers, who barely squeaked into the playoffs, come in and destroy us at home. And I'm just disappointed by that. I mean, I can't figure out any other way to put it. I needed like a week hiatus to wrap my mind around that and get over it, really. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, you missed the show because I was just so pissed off on Twitter. I think a lot of you guys would have found it funny. But let's not talk about that too much more, because if I talk about it too much, I might become depressed again. I mean, I even got a text from my girlfriend's father saying, you know, I'm just making sure you're okay. I hope that you didn't hang yourself. But he's a Cowboys fan, and they got eliminated from playoff hope, I guess, mathematically, when they lost the division to the Eagles. I mean, they would have lost anyway to the Saints, but I mean, don't talk to me about that when you're a Cowboys fan. But I mean, yeah, that's my future father-in-law, so I can't get too mad about that. But speaking of the Cowboys, I'm getting really sidetracked right now. Speaking of the Cowboys, we're playing the Cowboys right now, and as you guys see, we start off the game with a reception to Jerome Simpson on third down, and he actually hangs on to that one. If you guys remember, a few weeks ago, he dropped a wide open fourth down conversion. Or was it last week that he did that? He dropped a wide open fourth down conversion, and that would have put us in field goal range and in position to win the game. And that was a divisional game versus the Packers. So I'm pretty mad at him right now. I mean, he has to do some really, really big redeeming of himself in order for me to become a fan of him again, because as you guys know, he's a former Cincinnati Bengal, and you know, any former Bengals I like to see do well, but he's really on my bad side after that play in last week's game versus the Packers. But early on in this game, no team could get any offense started. And as you guys see, Josh Freeman throws another bad pass, and to be honest, guys, I'm seriously considering benching him for Matt Castle. And the reason why I don't want to get a whole new quarterback, and I'm going to wait until the offseason to do that, depending on how Matt Castle plays, because it's pretty much a given I'm going to be benching him if he screws up this game. But the reason why I don't want to go and trade for another QB is because I don't want to bring a whole new QB, and it probably will be a backup QB, into a whole new system and hope that they could take us to hopefully a Super Bowl. It just won't happen. I mean, right now we're 4-3. We're second in the division. I think we're only one game back behind the Packers. So if we could win a few games and they could lose a few, we go right back on top of the division. So I'm not at all worried. And we have to get this guy the ball more, Adrian Peterson. We've been running with him a lot. The first few weeks, he's had a few fumbling problems, so we'll hope that he can get better in that department as the season goes on. And we are down right now 7-0. I've been talking about the team rather than the score. As you guys see, Josh Freeman and this offense is going to try to construct an equalizing drive for this Vikings offense. And on second down and 10, we're going to hit Greg Jennings, and he's going to get us inside the red zone to the 12-yard line. And after a 9-yard rush by Adrian Peterson, he's going to finish off the drive, getting us into the end zone. And that will tie the game up 7-7. So we are able to successfully tie the game up at 7 here in the second quarter. Just now starting, Tony Romo from a shotgun formation. 3rd down and 5 is trying to move around in the pocket, and he will be brought down on the play by Kevin Williams. And he has been playing very, very well silently for us this year. He's a veteran, and he can make a lot of plays. As you guys see, Josh Freeman tries to give the ball to the Dallas Cowboys right there. Luckily for us, he drops it, and then he's going to follow up that bad pass with a straight-up bullet to Kyle Rudolph, and that will get us into Cowboys territory. Josh Freeman, with a very nice pocket, will come up with an interception. Even with a great pocket, he just doesn't have the decision-making skills, and that will be picked off by Carter. And that will give Romo the ball back, and he's going to throw this one to DeMarco Murray, and he is down the sideline, getting them a little bit more breathing room as they were inside their own 20-yard line. And Jason Witten will continue his field day on this Vikings defense, and that's his 5th reception for a total of 82 yards. And DeMarco Murray is looking to get his field day started on this defense as he gets his Cowboys inside the 20-yard line with a long run, and then they're going to follow that up with a touchdown pass to the always wide open Jason Witten, and he is just playing great for them right now. And the first defensive play for Carter after the interception is a sack. So this guy is playing out of his mind right now. Our offensive line has to get him blocked, and Josh Freeman can't give him gifts like he did in the previous drive. And we're throwing up a prayer to Felton, and he will come down with it. That is a fullback running downfield, and he was able to make a play getting us in Cowboys territory, deep in Cowboys territory actually. And we're going to try to score off of it. And you guys see we're going to hand it off to Adrian Peterson. He picks up 9 yards, almost 10 on that play, and then we're going to give it to him again. And as you guys see, he falls into the end zone for his second score of the day. So we equalize the score once again. 14-all here for the Cowboys and Vikings right now. And then Tony Romo will fumble the ball. Luckily for them, he was not able, or the Vikings, I'm sorry, were not able to fall on that and give the Vikings offense the ball deep in Cowboys territory and to give us a chance to score again. However, we do have over 40 seconds left and one timeout, and Josh Freeman will hit Kyle Rudolph over the middle. Josh Freeman back to pass again. This time it's going to be Greg Jennings holding on to the ball after taking the hit and getting us down to the 14-yard line. We're going to go for the end zone one more time, and Cordero Patterson will not be able to come down with that one. So we still have time for one more, but we take a sack and we will have to use a timeout, and we will settle for a Blair Walsh field goal, and the Cowboys will get the ball to start off the second half after we score on that field goal. And Kevin Williams will get his second sack of the day on Tony Romo. No pressure on Tony Romo this time. He's just gonna lob up a prayer to, I believe that is Williams if I'm not mistaken, but he will not be able to come down with it. It wouldn't even get to him. And there's Josh Freeman after receiving the punt is going to give the ball right to a linebacker this time. And that's his second interception of the day. It's sort of frustrating. I mean, we could have went up by 2 scores that time, but you know, we're going to be looking to try to get the ball back as Tony Romo is going to throw up a screen to DeMarco Murray, and this time Chris Cook will be there to knock him down in the backfield. So we will get the ball back again, and instead of giving it to Josh Freeman to throw the ball, we're saying we're going to just hand it off to our star running back, and this time it's him who commits the turnover, so that's not good. Our leaders on offense are not being productive right now. Adrian Peterson, I should rephrase that. He's being productive, but he has that turnover, and that is devastating right now. And they're on the prowl right now. They're driving on us, 3rd down and 1. Romo will be hit, but he's going to hit Williams, and he will scoot right into the end zone barely, and that will give them the lead 21-17. So we have a chance to take the lead. We're down by 4 now. We could go up by 3, and we're going to find a wide open Greg Jennings blown coverage, and he will be tackled trying to hurdle, anticipating the diving tackle by the defender, and that will put him over 100 yards receiving today. And on 2nd down and goal, Josh Freeman is rolling out to the right side, sees a wide open Rudolph, and somehow almost overthrows him there, but he does get a touchdown pass to a wide open Kyle Rudolph. And Nnamdi Asomugha, who had played excellent, and I mean excellent, getting 3 interceptions last week, was beat by Miles Austin that time on the coverage, and Brian Robeson will take back some of those yards, and I will force the Cowboys with a 3rd and 18, and Tony Romo will throw this one out of bounds, going for Jason Witten, trying to continue his great day on this defense. So that gives Josh Freeman the ball back, dropping back very far under a lot of pressure, will overthrow and open Cordero Patterson. So that will force a 2nd down and 10. Freeman back to pass under pressure is going to hit Cordero Patterson. This time he comes down with it, and that will be his first reception of the day for 20 yards. Freeman back to pass again under pressure. Again will hit Cordero Patterson again. So 2 straight almost identical plays right there. He tried to go for him 3 times. He got 2 receptions, so that's not too bad if you ask me. And this time we're going to be handing off to Adrian Peterson, and he takes this one down all the way to the 2-yard line, and then he will rumble in for his 3rd touchdown of the day. So he is having a great day, and this is not anything that's uncommon for Vikings fans. You guys see him produce week in and week out, especially in the touchdown category, and Dez Bryant will try to get the 1st down, but he will fail. As you guys see, we get the ball back off of a punt, and I think the Cowboys really needed to come out with some urgency in that drive, but they failed to pick up a new set of downs even, and that gives the Vikings the chance to increase this lead to 3 possessions. As you guys see, Freeman's rolling out to the right side, 1st down and goal. It's going to throw this one up to Jarius Wright, and he did get his feet down, it was reviewed and they did confirm that he did get his 2 feet down. That replay was pretty much useless. It was no way for me to really see whether or not he got his feet down, but they're saying that as soon as he caught it, his feet were already down. So it's a touchdown for Jarius Wright and a touchdown for Josh Freeman, and we go up by 17 points. But the Cowboys are not done yet. They're going to throw a screen to DeMarco Murray, and they are driving right now. They're already in Viking territory, and then they're going to hit their oh-so reliable tight end, Jason Witten, and on 2nd down and 8, Romo's back to pass. He's just running all types of ways in the pocket, and then he'll finally dump it off to Jason Witten. And on 3rd down and 8, Romo's back to pass under center, and he will find Jason Witten once again, and that will be, I think, his 3rd touchdown. So they're going to go for an onside kick here to try to make this a game again, and no Viking can corral the football. And that gives the Cowboys a chance to cut this to 1 possession. Tony Romo moving left to right in the pocket will throw an interception to Robinson. And that will do it for the Cowboys pretty much. If we can pick up a 1st down, which we did with Adrian Peterson. And now Josh Freeman will kneel the ball. So in summary, this was a sloppy win. I mean, we ran the ball effectively, but Josh Freeman, I mean, his job is saved for another week because we won the football game by 10 points. But that's behind that guy right there, Adrian Peterson. 3 touchdowns, 25 carries, 176 yards. So I'm not going to bench Josh Freeman just yet, but if he throws more than 1 interception next game and we lose, because I'm not going to bench the quarterback and the leader of a winning team. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me to do that. So if we start losing, which I'm anticipating we won't, because as far as like our offense, he doesn't hold back our offense that much. I mean, he'll come up with a few turnovers, but so does Adrian Peterson, and you guys definitely wouldn't see me benching Adrian Peterson. But we have Adrian Peterson. Speaking of him, I mean, he's our offense. He's a source of our offense. He's our workhorse. So I just want to have Josh Freeman take lesser of a role. And instead, I'm trying to make him spread the ball out to all these receivers that are like Cordero, Jennings, Simpson, and Jarius Wright. And Kyle Rudolph, too. And I got to work in some screens. So maybe I should just give him lesser of a role in this offense. Let me know what you guys think. Should I trade for somebody to take over the load maybe next season? Because I know for a fact Josh Freeman nor Matt Castle is our long-term answer. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, I'm sorry for the delay of videos and the shortage of videos. And I'll be back making them soon. Or actually now. I'm sorry. This is the first. So I'll see you guys later though.